Hello? No, we're not gonna do that. I hate the way that sounds. Hey everyone. Fuck. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna start this over. Hello everyone. I'm gonna start this with a little PSA. This is not your perfect productive morning routine in my spotless apartment with a picturesque matcha. No, sorry honey, not me. So if you're interested in getting to know me, I'm happy to share my most authentic self with you. So welcome to the party. I hope that I can provide something valuable for this audience, whether it be my wellness practices. I'd like to dabble in some book reviews, yoga inspiration, maybe a little life advice, or maybe you just enjoy hanging out with me. Whichever of the above, I truly hope I can provide some value. But first, your girl needs some caffeine. And we're back. This is my afternoon pick-me-up. I hope you guys can't hear the leaf blower in the background. Why the hell am I so overwhelmed? I asked myself this question recently and simultaneously answered myself. I thought, well, let's see. I have a full-time career, 2 children, 1 adult child, 1 newly teenager, my relationship, an adorable new puppy, but on top of those things, money stress, who doesn't have that? Family shit, that's complicated, of course, who doesn't have that? On top of now building a YouTube community and recently enrolling in yoga teacher training, which I am so excited about. But all of these things packed onto my personal calendar while trying to maintain a relationship with myself has become quite stressful. And, you know, this happens a couple times a year, and it could be part of the seasons changing. We're approaching fall. A couple times a year, I get really overwhelmed with everything going on in my life. And I need to just take a step back, take a breath, and reset. Oh, I feel like I have such a glare in my glasses right now. Okay, hopefully that's better. What was I saying? Oh, yes. Feelings of stress and just feeling overwhelmed. The onset of these overwhelming feelings happened during our family camping trip to Cape Cod. Our friends live all over Cape Cod now, but we primarily spend our time during the summer in Provincetown. That's where we've been camping the last several summers. And the location could not be more perfect. The campground is tucked away in the woods on the opposite side of the main drag, so it is an easy walk or bike ride right into Commercial Street. But it's also super close, like I said, a walk or a bike ride to some of the most beautiful beaches. The nature there is something incredibly special. So our camping trip was just a few weeks ago, and we arrived right at the tail end of a nasty heat wave. A partial travel day turned into the entire day getting out there, and we learned incredibly fast just how dangerous the heat can be for a French bulldog. Ev and I were feeling the stress, so really it wasn't until day 3 that the heat wave finally snapped and we were able to really start our vacation and enjoy ourselves. During our trip, I had planned to capture a ton of footage. I was really excited to create another travel vlog. Once we got around to finally being able to explore the beaches and go on some hikes and really dig into our vacation time, I realized I kept putting filming off. Finally, it hit me that I just did not want to fucking do it. So I took that as a very clear sign that I needed to just let go. Some things that I took away from that was don't force what ultimately does not feel good based on timing. Quality time and conversation was really what was needed of me, and I needed to recognize that. I found patience and understanding where I thought it did not exist in that moment, especially those first couple days. Having that added stress during the trip just wasn't worth it. So I made the conscious decision to just let those feelings go of, oh my God, I have to film, I have to capture this, I have to get this footage for my vlog. I really just needed to focus on being present in the moment with my family. And let me tell you, when I decided to take a step back and create that boundary for myself, it filled my cup so much. I'm a beverage girly if you can't tell. Water, tea, seltzers, my jam. So I'm learning my limitations and learning to listen to myself and actually do something about it when my inner person is screaming at me. My family is so loud downstairs. So I'm about to be 41 in just over a week. I will say the beauty about getting older is you really learn yourself and you become pretty set in your likes and your dislikes and can, make more sound judgments in that way. Something that I've learned as I've gotten older is the importance of the relationship I have with myself and really nurturing that. I want to be the best version of me for the people that I love. And not just for the people that I love, but for me, for my own happiness. It's so important. If I could give any advice on this channel, it would be to work on the relationship you have with yourself. I can say that I feel more like me than I ever have. I know myself better than I ever have, and I'm trying to continuously stay in tune with my needs and really listen to myself. One of the patterns I've recognized about myself is when I commit to a new venture, I go all the way the fuck in. I tend to dive in head first. And I've been learning over the last couple years that I really need to take a step back and allow myself the grace necessary to build a more steady schedule, chipping away at things and being patient to watch it build, grow. I'm good about it with some things, not with everything. And I think that was part of the reason why, or I should say, I know that was the reason why I felt so incredibly overwhelmed. And then everything was boiling over and I was like, okay, I need a reset. I need to organize my brain. I have to create a more realistic schedule in order to fit all of my passions in with my everyday life. Can you be quiet? I am a little type A when it comes to this kind of thing. I'm a Virgo. I love to write things down. I love a good calendar and I love to make lists. It's just how I can feel organized and give myself mental clarity. I will unfortunately forget if I don't write it down or put it somewhere in my calendar. So I got myself a planner. I'm a sucker for a good planner or journal, okay? I just am. I will keep my work calendar separate. I love my wall calendar near my work desk for personal stuff because I'm a very visual person. But the majority of what I need is going to go right into this baby. I'll still rely on certain things in my phone, especially for the alerts, but I went with this size planner because it's not too big, not too small. I can carry it in my work bag and have it with me. Something else I like to write down that helps with my organization and mental clarity are monthly budgets. It helps me keep track of things. Life is expensive, and I need to see what's coming in and going out. I'm also part of the PTA at my daughter's school, so all of those events are going to go in here. That will also keep me on task. And I mentioned to you guys that recently I enrolled in yoga teacher training. So yes, I will be a certified yoga instructor at the end of my training. I'm so excited. And I'm really excited to start building on that and giving you guys more yoga inspiration and, you know, hopefully do some classes online. So more to come on that. That's also going to go into this bad boy because there's just so much happening on my schedule right now. This is the best way for me to organize it. A little better. I keep having to make lighting adjustments. It's very cloudy today, and I depend on the natural light. So I had to move the ring light. I think there's still some glare in my glasses. I don't know. We're just going to rock with this. So I don't typically go for self-help books. It's not usually my jam. I really love historical fiction. I've been reading some literary fiction lately. I love fantasy. I've done some romantasy books, but it really depends. Same thing with romance. I'm not really a romance gal. So if you know of some really, really good romance books that you want to recommend, please put it in the comments. I will check it out. Literary fiction. I have to be in the mood for self-help books, and lately I have been in that mood. So I wanted to share with you what I've been reading. I just finished The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer, and I found there was some great stuff in this book. Very similar to The Artist's Way and a lot of self-help books, I feel like. You take what you need and you leave the rest. So I found there was certain things in this book that really spoke to me, that were confronting in a really good way. I journaled about it, but there were certain things in this book where I felt like, A common thing I find with these type of books is it's a very straightforward, here's the problem, here's how you fix it, and that's that. And it's not always that simple. I get it, sometimes you just have to rip the Band-Aid. But when it comes to your inner being and behavior, it's not that simple. There's work that needs to be done. And tools should be provided, even if they're simple tools or hacks to help you along your journey. This book is about the voice inside your head, those negative thoughts, how to control those negative thoughts. Won't shut the fuck up. How to recognize when they're happening and shut them down. But it was a sort of a little too generalized for me and straightforward, not clear enough on steps that you can take to really work on controlling those negative thoughts over a long period of time if you're someone who really suffers with that and is searching for inner peace. So in my personal opinion, and please don't come for me, if you are looking for something quick and digestible, this is literally a snack, and you just need sort of like affirmations, this is going to be your book to give you that reminder that you can control those thoughts and be on the road to inner peace. But it does take a little bit more work than that. Now, a book that will give you the tools is The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. I'm on week 6 of this book, and again, I'm taking what I need and leaving the rest. But this is the type of book that you go back to over and over again. It's not meant to be read front to back and then you put it away. This is truly a workbook. There are tools in here You can write in this book. I strongly recommend writing in your book. You can treat it sort of like a workbook alongside of your daily pages journal. That's what I've been doing. It is very thought-provoking. It really helps you to look inside yourself and pick apart some questions that maybe you haven't answered in a long time or that you've never answered. You can learn things about yourself. It's super eye-opening. A book that I just picked up is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I've heard incredible things about this book. Again, I love a good quick read. It's such a nice palate cleanser. But I've heard that this book is also incredibly thought-provoking and really helps you to sort of put life back into perspective. And right now, with having lots of overwhelming feelings lately, I am in that mood where I need to fill my cup and give myself lots of perspective and reminders that I am on the right path. So, okay, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Friday night takeout is waiting for me downstairs, so I gotta run. But if you want to hear more about my yoga teacher training journey or about the books that I've been reading, stay tuned for those next videos. A like and a subscribe would be so appreciated. And I think I'm going to call these chats things worth noting. It definitely has a ring to it. And I hope that you guys join me for the next one. Bye.